Joining us now to discuss Mimosa Jones Tunney. We're bringing in our guest now. She's the founder and president of the Schoolhouse, the Little House, and the American Emergent Curriculum. Very good to have you. Welcome to Scripps News. First and foremost, give us a sense of how homeschooling works and how it looks, aside from the location, how it looks different than more traditional schooling.
Well, there are a lot of different homeschoolers, and like you said, the statistics, I've read as many as 5 million homeschoolers in the United States, and maybe 50,000 a month are turning to homeschool. And so there are a lot of different reasons why people do that. Homeschoolers 4 years ago, prior to the pandemic, were very different than homeschoolers today. It was a choice based on religion, or perhaps you didn't want to vaccinate your child, or perhaps you just wanted to keep your child at home and have that connection to them. Today, these homeschoolers are really about they don't have choices, and desperate times require desperate measures. And we've seen in this country a decline in proficiency. The NAEP now shows us at a 32 average proficiency in all subjects, 32%. And in some cases, parents are afraid for the safety of their children. Up to 20% of children have a mental challenge because of social media or school environments. And so it's really time. I think parents and educators really feel like it's time for an evolution in school. Here's the thing. If we're going to move towards a new American school, it has to be better than what we have now. And we know that what we've created, for instance, my husband and I built a school 5 years ago with our focus being, how do we take all of the science, all of the evidence about how children learn and combine it with what we love about American schools? Nearly no school, public, and I would even include private in this, actually have a curriculum. They have workbooks and they have textbooks and they have standards, but there's no methodology. What we wanted to do is show that if you built the ultimate elementary school, what would happen to children? We're so steeped in tradition in this country that we don't really look at, let's move into the 21st century. And we've had phenomenal results here. Our children here are flourishing. And I think once parents see children flourishing, they're going to say no to the tradition of school that really hasn't changed in 100 years. The Schoolhouse children test at twice the national average. That was a huge finding for us, and we do not teach to the test. That's number one. Number two is we have 0 mental health programs in our school. This is a school for working families. This is not a highfalutin school, so we have all sorts of economic levels. We look at also observation as an assessment tool. How is the child doing? Are they able to master a topic? How do you master a topic? Yeah, one way is through testing, but another way is through, can you teach that topic? We have mixed ages in our classroom, so they have an ability to show their mastery through teaching. And the other way that we show that they are sort of keeping up with the Joneses, so to speak, is we are providing them with advanced curriculum. What that means is we're starting school next week here. Children that are 5 and 6 and 7 years old will be learning about the atom, the nucleus, colonial America, the mythology, very high level ideas, physics, because we've been able to smart them up instead of dumb them down. So they're going with a whole world view, not just a testing view.